Chosen ones. God's message to the chosen ones. Say these words before it's too late. You are not here by accident. You are not here by coincidence. You are here because the divine has drawn you into this moment, into this exact time, into this exact encounter with these words. This is not something you stumbled upon randomly. This is not a mere video or another passing message on your screen. This is an appointed time, a calling, a whisper from the eternal source into your heart. The chosen ones are being gathered, awakened, shaken from their slumber, reminded of who they truly are. The universe has waited for your recognition, for your acknowledgement, for your answer. God's message is not simply about knowledge, it is about activation. These words that are meant to be spoken, meant to be released, meant to be declared, carry the frequency of alignment and the urgency of time. Chosen ones, this is your moment to listen carefully, to take this seriously, and to hold it in the center of your being, because the time is short and the call is now. Before we go further, I ask you from the depth of my heart to stay with me until the very end of this message. Do not rush, do not skip, do not turn away, because what you will hear carries a vibration call that will resonate within your spirit long after this moment passes. I encourage you to be part of this flow, to engage with it fully, and to release your warmest wishes in the comments below, together with the number 66, as a sign of alignment, as a spark to energize the universe with your intention. This chapter of wishes coming true is not merely about words written on a screen, but about the combined energy of awakened souls uniting in one flow, speaking one language of hope, faith, and manifestation. When chosen ones declare together, the universe responds, the heavens open, and reality bends to meet the vibration of their desire. This is the power of alignment, the power of collective energy, the power of divine timing. Chosen ones, hear me now, for this is not a game. This is not just another echo in the digital sea of voices. This is the message you have been waiting for, the confirmation your spirit has been asking for in secret, the sign you whispered about in your private prayers. You know you are different. You know that while the world chased after temporary pleasures, you carried a deeper hunger inside you, a longing that nothing could fully satisfy. That longing was the echo of your calling. That hunger was the seed of your destiny. And today, that seed is watered with these words. The chosen are marked, they are set apart, and they carry a responsibility. A responsibility not only to themselves, but to the world, to creation itself, to humanity's unfolding story. You are being called not only to hear, but to respond. Not only to listen, but to act. The urgency of this moment is real, and the words you are being asked to say before it is too late are not simply syllables. They are keys, they are codes, they are portals into alignment with divine order. Do you feel the stirring inside of you right now? That shiver through your body, that quiet resonance, that sense of recognition that you cannot fully explain. It is not random. It is your spirit responding to the call of truth. You are awakening, and as you awaken, you realize that the path of the chosen one is not an easy one. It is narrow, it is heavy, it is often misunderstood by those around you. You have carried burdens that others cannot see. You have walked through valleys that others cannot comprehend. You have endured storms in silence, smiled through tears, and pressed on when your strength was nearly gone. But all of this has shaped you. All of this has prepared you. All of this has brought you here. Every scar, every wound, every setback has been a chiseling of your soul, carving you into the vessel that can now hold this message. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Every moment of pain has now become fuel for your awakening. And now, the divine whispers, "Chosen one, do not wait any longer. Speak these words, declare them, align with them, because time is moving and doors are opening, but not forever." You have felt it already. The world is shifting. The atmosphere is heavy. The energy is accelerating. You look around and you see chaos, confusion, division. You sense that something larger is at work, something hidden behind the surface of everyday life. And you are right. The chosen ones were placed in this exact time because their voices are needed, their energy is needed, their light is needed. You are not powerless in this storm. You are the anchor. You are the pillar. You are the one who carries stability when everything else trembles. But you cannot remain silent. You cannot remain hidden. Your words, your declarations, your affirmations are the very tools that unlock the divine order in this world. And the message is clear. Say these words before it is too late. They are words of alignment, words of authority, words that activate your destiny and release your power. Do not think lightly of them. Do not dismiss them as simple phrases. They carry weight in the unseen. They carry energy in the eternal. They are not just for you. They are for the world, for those connected to you, for the future that is being shaped even now. The chosen ones must understand that the battle is not external, but internal. The greatest war is not fought with weapons, but with thoughts, with beliefs, with words. The power of life and death rests in the tongue, in what is spoken, in what is declared. The unseen world responds to the vibration of your speech. And so, chosen one, the urgency of this message is not just about hearing it, but about speaking it. Silence has no power here. Doubt has no authority here. Delay is dangerous here. The time to declare is now. The time to align is now. The time to say what must be said is now, because tomorrow is not guaranteed, and the window of opportunity does not remain open forever. You have waited long enough. You have questioned long enough. Now is the time for action. Now is the time for courage. Now is the time for you to step fully into the role that was destined for you from the beginning. And as you step forward, understand this. Being chosen does not mean being better than others, but it does mean being set apart for a purpose. It means carrying a light when others sit in darkness. It means bearing responsibility when others avoid it. It means hearing the call when others ignore it. And in that call, there is a weight, but also a glory. There is sacrifice, but also reward. There is pain, but also transformation. The chosen ones are refined in the fire so that they can shine without being consumed. They are tested so that they can be trusted. They are broken so that they can be remade stronger, purer, truer. Every chosen one carries this story within them. A story of loss, a story of resilience, a story of rising again after falling. And this story is not a curse, but a crown. It is proof that you were prepared for this message, for this calling, for this divine moment. You have been through enough to know the difference between noise and truth. And now that truth is before you, calling your name. Chosen ones, God's message to the chosen ones. Say these words before it's too late. This is the whisper that will not leave you, the call that will not fade, the urgency that will not let you rest. You are hearing this because you were meant to. You are receiving this because it is yours. You are carrying this because it belongs inside of you. Now is the time to take it seriously. Now is the time to embrace it fully. Now is the time to let it change everything. Do not push it aside. Do not harden your heart. Do not delay any longer. This is your moment. This is your call. This is your destiny unfolding right before your eyes. Chosen ones, God's message to the chosen ones. Say these words before it's too late. You must understand that everything leading to this moment has been preparing you for a greater unveiling. The signs that once felt random now reveal themselves as pieces of a divine pattern. The struggles that once seemed unbearable now stand as proof of your endurance and refinement. And the whispers you once dismissed now return louder, stronger, clearer. The divine is relentless in reaching you, because your role is vital, your presence is crucial, and your voice is irreplaceable. The chosen ones are scattered across the earth, but they are united in spirit. They may not look the same. They may not speak the same. They may not share the same culture or history, but they are tied together by one thread, the eternal call. That call is vibrating in you right now. That call is the reason you are listening, the reason your heart is stirred, the reason you cannot ignore these words. This is not entertainment. This is not background noise. This is a living message, and it carries the weight of destiny. The chosen ones are not those who seek fame or power for themselves. They are not those who walk in arrogance or pride. They are those who have been broken, humbled, pressed, and yet still rise. They are those who endure rejection, misunderstanding, and loneliness, yet remain faithful to the whisper within. They are those who carry burdens that others do not see, because their spirit is stronger than their appearance. They may feel invisible, but heaven sees them. They may feel forgotten, but eternity remembers them. They may feel small, but the universe knows their weight. And when they speak, their words ripple across the unseen. That is why God's message is urgent. That is why the call is insistent. That is why the words must be said before it is too late. Not because you will be destroyed if you do not say them, but because the window of alignment does not remain open forever. Opportunities pass, seasons shift, momentum fades, and chosen ones cannot afford to miss their appointed time. You know that deep inside. You have felt the nudges before. You have felt the restlessness, the sense that there is more to life than the routines, the empty patterns, the shallow distractions that the world offers. You have felt the pull towards something deeper, something greater, something unseen but undeniable. You have tried to silence it. You have tried to ignore it. You have even tried to drown it with noise, with busyness, with temporary escapes. But it never left. It was always there, waiting. And now it has caught up with you again. Here in this moment, through this message, this is your sign. This is your confirmation. This is the moment where the question in your soul finally receives its answer. Chosen one, you cannot escape your destiny. You cannot run from your calling. You cannot erase the mark that has been placed on you since before time began. You are chosen, and chosen ones cannot remain silent forever. It is important to know that your journey was not meant to be easy. If it had been smooth, if it had been effortless, you would not have been shaped into the vessel you are today. The storms were not there to destroy you, but to refine you. The betrayals were not meant to break you, but to strengthen your discernment. The losses were not punishments, but preparation. Every tear you cried watered the soil of your destiny. Every night you endured in silence forged resilience in your spirit. Every unanswered question carved humility into your soul. The chosen ones are not chosen because they are perfect. They are chosen because they can endure the process. They can withstand the weight. They can carry the fire without letting it consume them. And that fire has now become light, shining from within you, ready to be released into the world. But light hidden under silence cannot transform anything. It must be spoken. It must be declared. It must be activated through words, through alignment, through faith in action. Chosen ones, do you feel how the urgency is rising inside of you? Do you feel the weight of this moment pressing upon you? Do you sense that hesitation is no longer an option? This is because the message is not for tomorrow. It is not for another day when you feel more comfortable. It is not for a season when you think you are more ready. It is for now. The timing is precise. The moment is exact, and the opportunity is here. The universe is leaning in, listening for your response. Heaven is watching, waiting for your declaration. Creation itself is groaning, yearning for the chosen ones to step fully into their role. And you, chosen one, are at the threshold. What you choose to do with this moment will shape more than your own life. It will shape the lives connected to you, the generations that follow, the realities that unfold. You carry more weight than you realize. Your voice carries more power than you know. Your words hold more influence than you imagine. That is why you must say these words before it is too late. Because if you do not, the silence will not only echo within you, but will ripple outward into the lives of others. Think of the times you felt invisible. Think of the times you believed your efforts were unnoticed, your prayers unanswered, your sacrifices unseen. You must understand that nothing was wasted. Every act of kindness, every moment of faith, every choice to love instead of hate was recorded in eternity. The chosen ones are never overlooked, even when the world does not acknowledge them. The divine sees every hidden gesture, every silent cry, every unspoken hope. And now, those seeds are ready to bear fruit. But the fruit cannot emerge without the declaration. The chosen ones must release their words, because words are the water that nourishes the unseen. Words are the keys that unlock the future. Words are the bridges between what is promised and what is manifested. Silence cannot build bridges. Doubt cannot plant seeds. Fear cannot release harvest. Only faith, spoken with authority, can move what is waiting in the unseen into the visible realm. That is why this message is urgent. That is why you cannot wait any longer. That is why you must respond now. Chosen ones are not defined by their circumstances. They are defined by their response to their circumstances. They are not defined by the storms they faced, but by the fact that they did not give up in the midst of them. They are not defined by the losses they endured, but by the resilience they carried through them. They are not defined by the darkness around them, but by the light within them. And now, that light must shine brighter. Now that voice must rise louder. Now those words must be spoken clearer, because the world needs them. Humanity needs them. Creation needs them. You are not chosen to remain hidden. You are not chosen to remain silent. You are not chosen to remain passive. You are chosen to declare, to release, to activate. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your call. Do not let it pass you by. Do not let it fade away. Do not let hesitation steal what was meant for you to fulfill. Chosen ones, God's message to the chosen ones. Say these words before it's too late. Do not underestimate the simplicity of this call. Do not overcomplicate what is meant to be pure. The words are not about eloquence. They are about alignment. They are not about impressing others. They are about activating destiny. They are not about sounding powerful. They are about being true. The chosen ones must understand that their authority does not come from the world's approval, but from divine appointment. You are already marked. You are already seen. You are already empowered. Now, it is only a matter of opening your mouth and releasing what has been planted within you. Do not delay. Do not doubt. Do not resist. The time is now. The message is clear. The call is urgent. Say these words before it is too late. Chosen ones, God's message to the chosen ones. Say these words before it's too late. You must realize that what is unfolding before you is not random. The pieces of your life, the encounters, the struggles, the victories, the hidden tears, and the moments of breakthrough all connect into a larger design. What once felt fragmented is now forming into a tapestry. The threads of your existence, woven together with precision, create a pattern that only now begins to reveal itself clearly. You were never abandoned. You were never forgotten. You were never wandering without direction. Even when the path seemed lost, even when the night felt endless, the divine hand was guiding you, shaping you, protecting you. The chosen ones are carried through storms, not so that they may drown, but so that they may emerge stronger, wiser, sharper. You are that chosen one. You are the one who carries this mark, this responsibility, this calling. And now the words that must be spoken are pressing heavily upon your spirit. They are the words that activate the fullness of what was always meant for you. They are the words that align you with your true purpose. They are the words that cannot be delayed any longer. The chosen ones have always been different. From childhood, you sensed it. While others sought acceptance, you often felt like the outsider. While others blended easily, you felt the quiet distance between you and the world. You carried questions in your heart that others never thought to ask. You wrestled with realities that others did not even notice. You felt the burden of responsibility long before you could understand it. This difference was never a curse. It was the evidence of your calling. The loneliness you felt was a sign of your separation. The misunderstandings you endured were proof that your spirit did not align with the shallow currents of this world. And though it hurt, though it confused you, though it sometimes made you doubt yourself, it was all preparation. The chosen ones must be set apart. They must be refined in silence. They must walk roads that others cannot comprehend, for only then can they carry the weight of the message. Only then can they stand when others fall. Only then can they hear the whisper clearly in the midst of the noise. And you, chosen one, have been prepared for this very moment. You were never ordinary. You were never random. You were always set apart for something greater. Now comes the urgency. The message is not for tomorrow, not for some distant time when you think you will be more ready, more confident, more comfortable. It is for now. Time moves quickly. Doors open and close. Opportunities pass. The chosen ones must act in the moment, not in delay. Hesitation is a thief. Procrastination is a silent destroyer. Doubt is a chain that keeps many bound in silence. But the chosen cannot afford silence any longer. The urgency is pressing. The weight is heavy. The window is narrow. Say these words before it is too late. Release them into the atmosphere. Speak them into existence. Declare them into reality. They carry more power than you realize. They will unlock what has been held back. They will shift what has resisted. They will break chains you cannot see. They will open doors that seemed sealed. These words are not optional. They are essential. They are the bridge between your preparation and your destiny, between your calling and your fulfillment, between your waiting and your rising. Do not remain silent. Do not hold them back. Speak, chosen one, for the time is now. You have endured so much already. You have walked through fire that others would not have survived. You have stood in storms that would have shattered weaker spirits. You have faced rejection, betrayal, and abandonment, yet you are still here. That is no accident. That is not luck. That is proof of your resilience, of your protection, of your unseen guardianship. The chosen ones do not fall permanently. They may stumble, they may weep, they may break, but they rise again. They rise because something within them refuses to stay down. They rise because their story is not finished. They rise because destiny pulls them forward even when their strength is gone. And you have risen again and again. Even when you thought you were finished, even when you thought you were forgotten, even when you thought there was no way out, somehow you rose. That rising was not your own power alone. It was the evidence that you were chosen, that a greater force was at work, that your journey had not ended. And now, all those moments of rising have prepared you for the greatest rising of all. The rising that comes when you speak, when you declare, when you finally release the words you were born to say. Chosen ones often carry invisible battles. They smile in public while bleeding in private. They encourage others while feeling empty themselves. They give light while standing in their own darkness. They lift others while carrying heavy weights on their shoulders. And yet, they continue. And yet, they endure. And yet, they refuse to quit. Why? Because something deep inside them knows that their life is not their own. Their story is not only for them. Their journey is not only about survival, it is about impact. It is about transformation. It is about releasing something into the world that only they can release. That is why the chosen ones cannot remain silent. That is why their words are so important. That is why their voice carries such weight. When the chosen speak, the atmosphere shifts. When the chosen declare, mountains move. When the chosen release their words, the unseen bends to their authority. That is why this message insists again and again. Say these words before it is too late. Because if you do not, the silence will echo louder than the storm, and the world will miss the sound it was waiting to hear. Chosen one, this is not meant to scare you. This is not meant to overwhelm you. This is meant to awaken you, to shake you from hesitation, from doubt, from fear, from passivity, to remind you that your time is not endless, your opportunities are not infinite, and your calling cannot be postponed without consequence. You are not being asked to carry the entire world on your shoulders. You are being asked to release what is already within you, to speak what has already been placed in your heart, to declare what has been whispering to you for years, to say the words that align you fully with your destiny. They do not need to be complicated. They do not need to be perfect. They simply need to be true. They simply need to be spoken. For the power is not in their complexity, but in their sincerity. The urgency is not about performance, it is about obedience. The chosen ones are not called to impress, they are called to align, and alignment is activated through words. This is why you must say them. This is why you must act now. This is why you must not wait. You may wonder what will happen when you finally speak them. You may wonder what will change, what will shift, what will open. And the truth is, you may not see it all at once. Some changes will be immediate. Some shifts will be felt instantly. Others will unfold slowly, steadily, as the universe aligns itself around your declaration. But make no mistake, nothing remains the same once the chosen one speaks. The very atmosphere must respond. The energy around you must shift. The chains in the unseen must break, because words are not empty. Words are vibrations. Words are frequencies. Words are seeds. And when spoken with authority, when released with faith, they cannot return empty. They must create. They must transform. They must manifest. That is why this message has found you. That is why you are here. That is why you cannot delay. Chosen one, say these words before it is too late. Speak them and watch as everything begins to align. Speak them and watch as what was hidden begins to emerge. Speak them and watch as what was locked begins to open. Speak them and step into the destiny that has always been waiting for you. Chosen ones, hear this clearly. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not powerless. You are chosen. And being chosen means you are equipped, empowered, and appointed. The struggles you faced did not break you. They built you. The battles you fought did not destroy you. They strengthened you. The tears you shed did not drown you. They cleansed you. The loneliness you endured did not consume you. It refined you. Everything you went through was shaping you into the vessel that could carry this moment. And now, here you are, standing at the edge of your destiny, hearing the message that confirms what your spirit always knew. The urgency is real. The time is short. The words must be spoken. Do not hold them back. Do not let fear silence you. Do not let doubt delay you. You were made for this. You were chosen for this. You were called for this. Chosen ones, God's message to the chosen ones. Say these words before it's too late. So step forward now with courage, chosen one, and let your voice rise without hesitation. Trust that the moment you release what is within you, everything around you will begin to align. The path will open, the weight will lift, and the light within you will shine brighter than ever before. This is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a greater unfolding. Carry this message in your heart. Let it guide your steps. And remember always, the words you speak are the bridge between who you are and who you are becoming. The time is now, and the call is yours.